One of the questions that I get asked most frequently, in fact, just this morning, was how do I put my prices up for existing clients? And what I see all too often is that businesses will start to increase their prices for new customers, but there's a huge reluctance to increase prices for existing customers, which is okay for a few months, but by the time you get to 2, 3, 4 years down the line, and that client's price hasn't increased, you have a huge mismatch between who is paying what and which of your clients are actually profitable versus which are just a massive drain. Now, here's what's really interesting about this is most people just expect me to talk them through the technique, the email, the template, the strategy, the approach to let existing clients know that the price needs to increase. But I am here to tell you that very often you are simply asking the wrong question at this point in time, because it's all too easy to assume that all you need to do is choose today's price, go back to that client, advise them nicely of it, and you're sorted. But you're really only looking at half of the question there. The bigger question is whether you are still delivering the same service that you started off delivering, or have the client, have everything surrounding it evolved massively so that this isn't just a case of bringing your prices more current based on what you do for other customers. It's really looking at what has evolved through the whole of that relationship. Now, something I can tell you, and this comes up time and time and time again, and I can tell you that over 18 years of coaching, I have seen this so many times, is that you are the most terrified person when it comes to increasing your prices. And so often, the response that you will get from a long-standing client is, well, it's about time because we've been thinking for a while that we are not paying you enough. And anytime a client tells you you're not charging enough, or when they say to you, yes, you should have put these prices up a while ago, it's a little bit of a kick in the teeth. You know you've left things a bit too late. But the key thing is, good customers are not sitting there waiting to bin you off because you put your prices up by a fraction. Yes, you might lose some clients, but they are the tire kickers. They are the ones who only buy on price. But what I can also tell you is the majority of the time, if you lose a client because you increase the price, the majority of the time they will go somewhere else, they will receive an inferior service, and within 6 to 12 months, they will be coming back to you. And again, this is something I see time after time after time. So, how do you go about increasing your prices, and what do you need to take into account? Because it isn't just a case of yesterday's price, today's price, let's sort it. There's a real couple of key things that you need to think about here. And one of the most crucial is the evolution of the relationship with that client. So what do they look like now compared to what they looked like when you first started working with them? Are you actually delivering the same sort of service that they asked for to start with? Or do they have a bigger team, a bigger marketing strategy, a bigger requirement, more days out of the office, more meetings, more phone calls, more deliverables, more reports? Are you actually doing more than you were to start with? Are you adding in extra things that you didn't do to start with? Now, some of that will be because the client's business has grown and evolved. Some of it may be that your business and your service has evolved. You might have added in additional reporting. You might have added in additional people to your team that might be specialists. You might have outsourcing costs and different things like that that are all playing into your price and what you should be charging. You may well just be much more experienced. Your service may well be so much slicker. You might be delivering way better results than you were when that lovely client who really supported you in the first few days of business first came on board. So all of this should be factored into how much should you actually be charging for these clients. And the crucial question is not so much how do I advise a client of a price increase? It's really whether you are pricing your service based on the business that you have today, or whether you are still pricing based on the business that you had yesterday come yesteryear, so that actually your prices no longer match the commercial reality of your business. These are the key things for you to review. So, what I'd love for you to do today is think about one of your clients who's one of your most long-standing clients, and just spend 5 to 10 minutes really thinking about everything that's evolved for you and everything that has evolved for them. And think about the service you started off delivering versus the service that you are delivering today, and then really challenge yourself about the value that you deliver today compared to the value that you delivered when you first agreed that price with the client. If you still need help to then discuss with the client in a professional way how to actually increase that price, then that's exactly the type of thing I can help with. But bear in mind, your clients know you're a business. They know that you have evolved. They expect you, your business, and your pricing to all evolve. They fully expect that your prices will increase because this is the way of the world. And the key thing is, as long as you approach it professionally, then your clients absolutely will expect it, will absorb it, and will respect you all the more for doing it. If you need help with that, get in touch with me at tailory.co.uk.